Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to show you a project called Online Voting System using blockchain technology with face recognition as well as OTP based verification system. So now whatever you are seeing, this is the main web page where it will be containing two things. One is voter and admin login. We'll be discussing about all these things, how they are working. Okay, so when you click on voter, so you need to give your Aadhaar number. So then you will be allowed to move to the next page where the OTP will be sent to the Gmail. When you fill that OTP, the next phase will be the camera of the system will get started and it will try to capture your face and it will try to identify who is that, and if both are getting identified, so OTP first layer, face recognition second layer, so it is double layer protection for this. Okay, so then when you can cast the vote, so that vote will be saved into blockchain. And then in case of admin will be having two things. Once he logins, he will be having option. He will be having option to add a new voter, as well as he can see the result of that election. So who is the winner? So like this, so he can add new Aadhaar number also. Who are eligible, their Aadhaar number can be updated here, as well as I mentioned earlier. So in case of voter can authenticate. Voter can authenticate the system using Aadhaar number as well as OTP as well as his face recognition. So all these things are there. Now, before showing you the entire working of this project part by part, we'll try to discuss first the existing methodologies, whatever there in existing IEEE papers. Then we'll come back and we'll try to discuss what we done in our project, and there I will in detail tell you how it is working, how the data is moving, and using what are the things we coded it, and what are the accuracy that we are getting in face recognition, and everything will be discussed one by one. So now we're gonna discuss about all three IEEE papers one by one. Now we're gonna discuss about all these three IEEE papers that we are referring for our project. So the first paper is blockchain based e-voting system. The second one is e-voting using blockchain. The third paper is online voting system using blockchain. So these three IEEE papers will see what is happening there, which technology is being used, and how they are implementing those projects, and what are the research gaps that we can fulfill with our proposed methodology. All these things we'll discuss one by one. So we gone through our entire paper and we made notes from this, so to understand very easily what we are looking for. So if you want to see what exactly happening here, you need to check their methodologies, their procedures. So here if you see, we have made a note. So first paper is blockchain based e-voting system by Prioric P. Hazelmerson something. Okay, so the procedures followed in this paper is like below. So election setup, they are using smart contract for that, for administration purpose, and each election is defined by voting district in their cases, and voting registration is available for eligible voter. Okay, and identity wallet, and then voting process ballot smart contract where district nodes they are taking it, and they are validating with help of blockchain, and their main ID is transaction ID to verify the blockchain explorer, and tallying and verification is happening in their cases. So this is a procedure. It means some election is happening, some registration is happening, and so registration of eligible voters is happening here. Everything they are handling with help of smart contracts. And now when we discuss about the technologies that they are using tools like Go Ethereum and Solidity as a code or coding language, blockchain type, private and permissionized blockchain they are using. So here their implementation is electronic creation, ballot setup, vote submission, and tallying and results. So four parts this paper is containing, and each voter actions each voter's actions, it means which party they are voting, that thing will be transaction through blockchain. So it will contain hash coding, block number, smart contract address, and vote value. And then user interface also is being done in that particular paper, and where voter interactions as well as some other interfaces like admin things are also available in this paper with help of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript lighting they are used to create it. So when you see the summary of that paper, what it contains is it is trying to apply a blockchain with the existing technology called Go Ethereum, that is Ethereum with solidary coding. Okay, and then this particular paper is using existing Ethereum system, so it doesn't have anything to handle the encryption technique. But in our case, we are simulating our own blockchain technology. Our main aim of the project was that we need to make sure we create such a best encryption techniques as well as biometric technology. So instead of going with Ethereum which exists, we are building technology like an Ethereum. You need to understand, we are using our own hashing algorithms with combination of other encryption technologies. So we are trying to simulate our own technology like a Ethereum. We are not just using Ethereum which is already available as a service. So this paper is using Go Ethereum or Ethereum with solidary coding which exists. So they are not building anything new here. They are using it to interact the data through the blockchain with help of Ethereum. Same thing when we go through the second paper. This also contains some modules, so it should have those modules. Admin and voter modules should be there. They are must and should. So admin registration candidates, as we are also doing. So we need to register. But in our case, what extra we are doing? We are not only registering their Aadhaar number, we are registering their face recognition. It means we are training a model for face recognition. When some applicant will apply for that, based on his eligibility, not only his Aadhaar card, his face recognition also being trained. That I will show in the demonstration. So our online voting system using blockchain contains face recognition. So that is a profit, as well as it contains OTP based verification, as well as our blockchain is customized in our own way. So that is our own blockchain technology. We are not using someone's existing services. We are building, we are simulating our own blockchain technology with better encryption techniques involved in it. And then, so in this case, voter module will also be there, but here he will register, he will log in, and he will vote. But there is no direct password login is there in these cases. There is no OTP login, as well as there is no face authentication login is not available. And then signature generation is there after you vote. Okay, email ID, contact. Okay, so these are basic informations are being updated while the user gets registered, his contact number, his age, like that. Now technologies used in this is actually blockchain type is hybrid. Okay, comes permission and as a permissionless aspect. Actually this also used almost Ethereum in the same manner. Okay, consensus privacy, ECC based digital signature they are using for authentication system. Smart contract they are using. Cryptographic technique they are using is elliptical digital signature, that only. Okay, so that digital signature itself they are using it like a cryptography. And blockchain layers is Ethereum based itself. It is Ethereum based. Everyone are using what already exists. They are not creating something new. They are not defining anything new like us. What we are doing is we are creating our own encryption technologies. I will tell you, we will discuss what we are doing, how much complex the stuff is with us. And here also these are the different modules available. Voter login, admin login, voter tally, that is result. And then when it comes to user interface, login page will be there for admin as well for voter. Okay, staff registration will be there, candidate nomination will be there, WhatsApp block will be there. These things are a part of that particular paper. And this also is using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and React.js. And summary of the entire paper you can see here, what system they are using, what blockchain model they are using. So now when we go to our third paper, so that is this paper, online voting system using blockchain. So this contains registration, authentication. Okay, they are using one time OTP here. So like as we are already using OTP, and in these cases they are trying to use, they are mentioning like they are going with fingerprint and Aadhaar, but in our case we are going to face recognition as well as Aadhaar. Even we can add few more things. We can add fingerprint, we can add voice based authentication system, you can have multiple layers of authentication system or biometric verification systems in middle for verification of that particular candidate. Once verified voter is issued a unique token, so you will be voting, that information will be sent to the blockchain and vote count will be there. Admin can see the result and he can display them. So codings again, we are using smart contracts and biometric fingerprints are being used here. Okay, so now user interface login page will be there for user as well as for admin with OTP for user, and dashboard will be there, voting interface will be there, admin result viewing interface will be there, monitoring, so how many votes are being casted to which party, that also will be available for the admin. This is almost, this will stay same for all the implementation that we saw, but the technology they are using here is OTP based biometric. Okay, they are using here with Aadhaar in our case, but in our case we can add few more authentication systems rather than the existing. Already we are having face. Not only adding these authentication systems, we ourselves creating our own encryption technologies in combination for a better result. So now we've gone through all three existing IEEE papers. So now we will try to discuss what we are proposing. So whatever we are proposing, is it that much good or bad, we'll understand that. Okay, as you already saw in the demo, first we will see what are the modules that we are having. So the first module is actually voter module, the second one is actually admin module, as you already can see here. Okay, the first phase contains voter module, the second one contains admin module. So first we need to check with the admin module what is happening. So in admin module there will be two things. Either first before that you need to log in, you need to successfully log in using user ID as well as the password. So this user ID password we have updated to MySQL database. Okay, so this database verification will happen and you will be allowed to log in and proceed. So if it is authenticated properly, for example in our case, let us take, I will click on admin login and then I will click on, so then add a new voter will be there and election results will be there. What will happen when you click any one of them? So when you will click add, okay, so if you click on add new voter, so here what will happen is you will be asked to upload an Aadhaar number of that new user or eligible Aadhaar number, plus you need to show the face of that person and you need to capture around 50 frames of that person, and this will be trained to our deep learning model. Okay, so we are using deep learning here, so we are using deep learning or machine learning to train the face recognition system, and then once the face recognition is done, then the administration will be completed. So now I will demonstrate that. So we'll try to demonstrate these things one by one, then we'll proceed. Okay, first let us take add a new voter. So let us take a new Aadhaar number is, okay, so let us take this Aadhaar number. So now what I will do, I will click on a register. Now the camera of my system will start. So you can see here camera is started. So now I am using this face. So what I need to do, okay, so you can just capture them one by one. Okay, you need to capture minimum of 50 frames properly. Okay, you can do it very fast, but I am taking some time to do it. Okay, for proper caption in real time, if you sit before computer, you can do it faster. There will be proper lighting and everything will be there. Okay, so that person is registered properly now. So this user Aadhaar ID is now registered with us. So the one of the work of that admin is done. So now what is another task of admin? So that is election result. We will discuss about this election result, how it happens. First we will go back and first we will try to understand the next part. So what will happen to that registered person, whether you gonna log in now, so properly or like that. So now you need to enter proper Aadhaar number. Let us take, I will enter. So I will try to enter this. It will say use authenticated Aadhaar number because I entered wrong number. I entered one number less. So we are handling that error. So I wanted to show you we are handling those things. Okay. So now here when I submit, first I am going to get OTP for that. So that OTP I need to update here. Where I will get it into my mail. Okay, I got mail. Okay, so now when I click it, camera will start. First layer verification is done. So the second layer verification is face based verification. You need to have proper. So you should not move, okay, because I moved too much. Okay, oh, I can't do that again. I need to keep that properly, the system properly. I need to show to camera. Okay, otherwise it detected wrong personality. So now what I will do is I will try one more time. I'll get one more OTP until I vote properly. I'll get an OTP. Okay, once if you vote successfully, you won't get. It means even I am trying to show you if something gone wrong. Okay, so whether it will handle it or not. So now you see he is being authenticated properly. This candidate now will be allowed. That means initially I wanted to show that if something going wrong, even you didn't cast vote, some authentication error is coming, and you can try again. But if you cast once, if you cast vote, okay, you can't come back and vote again. So that is done and dusted. Okay, so something gone wrong, it can be done. But if you cast properly once, you can't come and vote again. So let us take let me vote to candidate C. Party 3, party 2, party 2 I will cast and then I vote. So now that data will be updated. So that you can see now. So here in the case of this admin, the Aadhaar number is updated, so face is updated. Now when it comes to voter side, first what I will do, I will give an Aadhaar number. It will try to verify with my database. So if that matches, then it will send OTP to your email. So then next OTP verification will happen. OTP verification. So if OTP is also matching, if it is not matching, if something is going on, you can try again. If OTP is matching, then it will start the camera. It will ask you to show the faces properly. And now here, if some detection problem is there, some lighting in my backend, there is a lot of light to the camera. Okay, so due to that, I can't able to capture in the initial state properly. So some error came. So in that case, you can come back and you can try again. But if you are authenticated, it will allow. If you are not authenticated, it will say you are not authenticated as it arrived in a message. Okay, so now if you are authenticated, it will pop up the option to cast a vote for any party that you want. So when you select a party, then you click on a button here. So now comes the main game. So when user authenticates himself and when he casts a vote, okay, so party 1 he voted, let us take voted party 1. So now where this information is going on, so here we are feeding it to blockchain technology, blockchain. Okay, so how this data is safeguarded, how this data is moved to a proper blockchains, okay, which algorithms are being used. So first what I will do, this data I will take to local block, and then we can move this data to multiple blocks. For simulation we are doing multiple blocks, block 1, block 2, block 3. You can send the slices, or you can, what you can do is the same voting information you can move like this to block 1, next encrypt to block 2, next encrypt to, and send it to block 3, final block, like that. So you can send those data, split it and send it, or same data send it to multiple blocks. So now here some encryption should be there. So whatever the paper that we saw, they are using Ethereum. So Ethereum is handling this encryption technology as well as moving to separate blocks. But in our case, we are defining our own encryption algorithm. What we are doing is, for example, let us take party 1. You voted for party 1. Okay, so now what I will do is, this party 1 I need to encrypt it. So I will first hash code it. Okay, I will hash code this one with SHA-256. Okay, now, so not only hash coding, I want double layer protection here also. So that Ethereum uses Ethos, like that. Again, block Bitcoin uses SHA-256 that we are using, but we are not keeping as it is. So now I want to make sure this is much encrypted. So for this I use AES algorithm with private key as well as public key. So I'm using this, I'm going to double encrypt this SH algorithm to some other number. So now as you can see, this is again normal AES algorithm. Okay, public key private key algorithm, as you know. Now I want to make sure these private key public key pair is so much unique, no one can generate it. Again, third layer protection. So what I'm doing is, to generate these two key pairs, I'm following such a complicated procedure. Okay, in our case is that, for example, maybe you may not understand it in one go. You can contact us. Okay, you can discuss with us. We will show you a demo. We'll discuss again about these procedures. Okay, I don't think you will understand everything at once. So here I will take one image, one random image. I will apply deep learning and I will extract its features, and then I will sequentialize those features extracted from the image using ResNet50 or EfficientNet or some deep learning model. And then this sequence I will use it as a, I will make it as an hash code again. Here again one hash code will be there. Again with this hash code as a base, I'm going to generate private key, okay, and as well as public key. Okay, key pair. Private key, public keys are created in such a unique manner, no one can generate them. No one can do brute force attack here. So such a complex creation of the keys, as well as coding the data and moving it in multiple blocks, block 1, block 2 and block 3, okay, makes this communication so much secure. So then what happens when what happens when admin check for the votings data? So as you can see here, admin login. So now the election result. When you see the election result, it is being updated here. So how these things are going on? How these things are being updated here is that, so whatever the data went to blockchain, they will be accessed back, and that will be analyzed, and according to that, so these things will be saved in a database, and we'll analyze and how many votes are being cast for which party, that is being displayed as a graph. Okay, like this, which party is the winner, most votes, whoever will get the most vote, that party will be a winner one. So this is a way to analyze, and this is the way to integrate good encryption technologies without using any Ethereum, which is existing technologies, which is a solidarity as in a code to code this blockchain technology. Without that, we are building it and we implement it as a complete web application that you already saw in the demonstration. Okay, so this is a way to build entire stuff. If you just approach us, if you just message us, if you just WhatsApp or call, we will be able to contact back and we'll discuss all these things with you. If you want complete working code, documentation support, uh, and if you want to learn little bit more than this, you can do that. Okay, according to the proper requirement, we will build. Okay, if you are having your own custom requirement, we will build that according to your requirement, and we will charge according for that. So you just need to contact our team. Okay, you can contact through the number given below. We will respond and we will be helping you with all these things. Okay, thank you very much, and in the next session we'll be coming up with some good videos. If you like this video, you can subscribe, and you can like our channel, and you can share this video to the people who are in need. And if someone needs any AI, ML or data science project, we can just mention us. Okay, we will be helping you helping with all those domains. Okay, thank you very much.